Operation Paperclip was a covert program conducted by the United States government at the end of World War II. Its primary goal was to recruit scientists, engineers, and technicians from Nazi Germany to work for the US, leveraging their expertise to gain a competitive edge during the burgeoning Cold War era. This initiative focused on acquiring knowledge in fields such as rocketry, aerodynamics, and chemical weaponry, which were crucial for military and technological advancements. The significance of Operation Paperclip lies in its profound impact on American science and technology. By bringing over 1,600 German scientists, including prominent figures like Wernher von Braun, the program significantly bolstered the US in its Cold War rivalry with the Soviet Union. Von Braun, for instance, played a pivotal role in developing the Saturn V rocket, which ultimately enabled the United States to land a man on the moon in 1969. Another example is the V-2 rocket technology, which formed the foundation for modern rocketry and space exploration. Supporters argue that Operation Paperclip was a pragmatic decision that accelerated the US's scientific progress, ensuring national security and technological supremacy. The decision to prioritize talent acquisition over moral grounds was seen by some as a necessary step to counter Soviet advancements. However, the program was not without its challenges and controversies. Many of the recruited scientists had been members of the Nazi Party and were involved in war crimes. This raised ethical concerns and criticism from various quarters, questioning the morality of overlooking their past for strategic gains. Additionally, the secrecy surrounding the operation led to distrust and skepticism about government transparency, as the details were not fully disclosed to the public until years later. Critics argue that this lack of openness set a dangerous precedent for government accountability. There is also the alternative viewpoint that reliance on former adversaries could have led to overdependence on foreign expertise, potentially stifling homegrown talent. Despite these controversies, Operation Paperclip undeniably influenced various aspects of American society, particularly in the realms of aerospace and defense technology. It laid the groundwork for the US's rapid advances in space exploration and military capabilities, which are integral to the country's leadership position in these fields today. Understanding this operation provides valuable insights into the complex interplay between ethics and national interests during a pivotal moment in history. Operation Paperclip was a secret US government program launched in the aftermath of World War II to recruit German scientists, engineers, and technicians, many of whom were former members of the Nazi Party, to work in the United States. The goal was to leverage their knowledge and expertise to advance American military and technological capabilities during the burgeoning Cold War. This initiative, authorized by President Harry S. Truman in 1945, was primarily driven by the desire to prevent the Soviet Union from acquiring the same scientific expertise that could enhance their military prowess. The significance of Operation Paperclip lies in its profound impact on the scientific and technological advancements of the United States during the mid-20th century. By integrating hundreds of German scientists into American projects, the program accelerated developments in fields such as rocketry, aeronautics, and nuclear physics. Wernher von Braun, one of the most prominent figures brought over through Operation Paperclip, played a pivotal role in developing the Saturn V rocket, which eventually enabled the United States to land a man on the moon during the Apollo program. Another example is the contribution of Hubertus Strughold, often regarded as the father of space medicine, whose work laid the foundations for understanding human physiology in space environments. Despite its contributions to American scientific progress, Operation Paperclip was mired in controversy. The ethical implications of granting asylum and employment to former Nazis, some of whom were accused of war crimes, sparked debate. Critics argue that the program compromised American moral values by overlooking participants' past affiliations and actions. On the other hand, proponents maintain that the geopolitical landscape of the time necessitated such actions to maintain a technological edge over the Soviet Union. Operation Paperclip's complexities also highlight the tension between ethical considerations and strategic imperatives in national security decisions. The collaboration with former enemy scientists was seen as a pragmatic approach to counter the Soviet threat, albeit with significant moral compromise. This controversial aspect of the program serves as a reminder of the complicated choices nations face in pursuit of technological supremacy and security. In connecting to the broader topic, Operation Paperclip exemplifies the intersection of scientific innovation and geopolitical strategy. It underscores how the quest for technological advancement can shape international relations and ethical decision-making, influencing not only military outcomes, but also the trajectory of space exploration and various scientific endeavors. Key objectives and strategies in the context of Operation Paperclip refer to the specific goals and the strategic approaches that were employed by the United States government to acquire German scientific knowledge and expertise following World War II. This initiative aimed to leverage the skills of leading German scientists to advance U.S. military and technological capabilities during the burgeoning Cold War era. The significance of these objectives cannot be overstated, as they played a crucial role in positioning the United States as a global leader in technological innovation and defense. The primary objective of Operation Paperclip was to secure the expertise of German scientists who had been involved in Nazi war efforts, particularly in areas like rocketry, aerodynamics, and chemical engineering. One notable example is Wernher von Braun, a key figure in the development of the V-2 rocket, who later became instrumental in the success of the U.S. space program, ultimately leading to the Apollo moon landings. Another example is Dr. Hubertus Struckold, whose work contributed significantly to the field of space medicine. Opinions on Operation Paperclip are varied. Some argue that the program was a pragmatic necessity, a strategic maneuver that provided the United States with an edge in scientific advancement during a time of intense geopolitical tension. Proponents suggest that without Operation Paperclip, U.S. technological progress, particularly in space exploration and missile technology, might have lagged behind that of the Soviet Union. However, the program was not without controversy. Critics point to ethical concerns surrounding the recruitment of scientists who had affiliations with the Nazi regime, many of whom were implicated in war crimes. This raises moral questions about the extent to which it is acceptable to overlook past affiliations in pursuit of national security objectives. Furthermore, some argue that this initiative set a precedent for compromising ethical standards when convenient. Operation Paperclip's key objectives and strategies connect to broader themes of wartime ethics, scientific responsibility, and the balance of power in international relations. The knowledge and innovation garnered through the program fueled the arms race and the space race, both integral components of Cold War competition. Understanding these objectives provides insight into the lengths nations will go to secure strategic advantages and the complex interplay between scientific progress and ethical considerations. By exploring these dimensions, one can better appreciate the enduring impact of Operation Paperclip on modern technological and geopolitical landscapes. In the context of Operation Paperclip, notable scientists and contributions refers to the key figures who were brought from Nazi Germany to the United States after World War II, and their subsequent impact on American scientific and technological advancements. These scientists, many of whom were affiliated with the Nazi regime, significantly influenced fields such as aerospace, medicine, and weaponry in the U.S. The significance of this point lies in the profound influence these scientists had on America's competitive edge during the early stages of the Cold War. Their expertise was instrumental in accelerating U.S. advancements in rocket technology, which ultimately contributed to winning the space race and bolstering national defense capabilities. One of the most prominent examples is Wernher von Braun, a leading figure in rocket technology, who was crucial in the development of the V-2 rocket during World War II. After being brought to the U.S. under Operation Paperclip, he became a pivotal figure at NASA, leading the team that developed the Saturn V rocket responsible for the Apollo moon landings. Another example is Hubertus Struckold, often called the father of space medicine, whose research laid the foundation for understanding the impacts of space travel on human physiology, which has been vital for long-duration space missions. While the contributions of these scientists significantly advanced U.S. accomplishments, this aspect of Operation Paperclip is not without controversy. Critics argue that employing these individuals, some of whom were implicated in war crimes, compromised ethical standards and overlooked justice for victims of the Nazi regime. Supporters, however, contend that their knowledge was a strategic asset that played a crucial role in national security during a period of intense geopolitical rivalry. The challenges associated with this endeavor include the ethical implications of prioritizing technological advancement over accountability and justice. There are alternative viewpoints suggesting that reliance on these scientists could have been avoided or handled with more transparency and accountability. Notable scientists and their contributions are intricately linked to the larger narrative of Operation Paperclip, underscoring the complex interplay between scientific innovation and ethical considerations. The influence of their work is evident in many aspects of modern technology, serving as a reminder of the program's dual legacy of historic achievements and moral ambiguity. Their contributions not only shaped the trajectory of American innovation, but also sparked ongoing debates about the ethical dimensions of scientific progress. If you like this video, then make sure to subscribe and hit the like button for more from Information Unearthed.